Mykhailo Mudryk joins Chelsea, Anonymous makes London stir. Before Chelsea entered, Arsenal tried to negotiate with Shakhtar Donetsk to buy striker Mykhailo Mudryk and was very optimistic about the success of this deal. The Ukraine international is considered the best player in Europe in his position, just behind Kylian Mbappé and Vinicius Jr. The proof horse has been tamed by coach De Zerbi. At the start of last season, Mudryk remained an unknown outside Ukraine, with a transfer value of less than £1 million. Now he is one of the most coveted young stars in Europe. After explosive performances, it seems that Mykhailo Mudryk is ready to conquer bigger goals in his career. The 21-year-old showed incredible speed and perfect one-on-one ability in this year's Champions League group stage. He was described by Darajo Srna, Shakhtar Donetsk's director of football, as the best striker in Europe after Kylian Mbappé and Vinicius Jr. That might be an exaggeration, but Srna isn't the only one who values Mudryk's talent. There is a long list of teams pursuing Mudryk, and Arsenal are currently leading the way. The Gunners have submitted an offer of around £55 million plus additional terms to be able to sign the striker this January. A source said Arsenal are relatively confident that a deal can be done. They have the advantage because Mudryk has also expressed a desire to join the Emirates Stadium team. However, Shakhtar is said to be asking for a fee of £85 million. If someone wants to buy Mudryk, they have to spend a lot of money and respect us, added Srna. And is that ambition of Shakhtar justified? Mudryk has long been seen as a player with huge potential in Ukraine, where he started his career at the medalist Kharkiv Academy before moving to Dnipro and then Shakhtar, but he has shown a bit slower than that. With expected. Paulo Fonseca, former Shakhtar coach, saw Mudryk's potential and made his first team debut at the age of 17 in 2018. However, aside from his prized talent, there are a few problems with attitude. Mudryk's degree. Sometimes he doesn't listen to what the coach asks, said Shakhtar captain Taras Stepanenko. Meanwhile, Fonseca has expressed her own worries after Shakhtar Donetsk won a friendly match against Qarabag club in January 2019. Mykhailo scored today, but he still has a lot to learn, he said. Needs to be improved. He has to change his attitude a little bit on the pitch. Just a few weeks later, Mudryk joined Ukrainian Premier League side Arsenal Kiev on loan. Another loan deal at Desna Chernihiv followed, and Shakhtar hopes more collisions in different football environments will help Mudryk mature. But luck only came to Mudryk when Shakhtar appointed Roberto De Zerbi, now managing Brighton, in the summer of 2011, when Mudryk was valued at just under £1 million by Transfermarkt. That was the period when Mudryk's attitude began to change. Everybody knows Mudryk is an incredible talent, but not many coaches can find a connection to him, explained Srna, before adding that one of De Zerbi's first acts as a starter Shakhtar's job is to pick up the phone and call this young player on loan and say, "Play football for me, or you won't become a professional." Srna revealed more about the phone call. Since that day, Mudryk has completely changed. Obviously, Coach De Zerbi not only needs to win domestic league titles and play well in the Champions League, but also has a responsibility to educate young players. Mudryk is one of the best young players in Europe. If we can't take him to the next level, it will be a personal failure for the coach. Mudryk is one of the products of the Shakhtar Academy that De Zerbi uses, and he has rewarded the coach's trust in a worthy way. The winger was a regular starter before the 2021-22 season was interrupted by the pandemic, and was later called up to Andriy Shevchenko's Ukraine national team. Breakthrough in Champions League. Doubts about Mudryk's attitude quickly disappeared and his form stabilized. Indeed, since his breakthrough early last season, Mudryk has scored 9 goals and provided 13 assists in 23 appearances in the Ukrainian Premier League, despite the upheaval due to the tense hostilities between Russia and Ukraine as well as the pandemic. Those are impressive numbers, but Mudryk became even more prominent when stepping out into the European arena. Although mainly used as a substitute for Shakhtar in the group stage, Mudryk certainly made his mark thanks to his eye-catching display in the 1-2 loss to Real Madrid. He received support from the fans at the Bernabeu before being substituted in the second half. It was a pivotal moment that made Mudryk stand out, and this season, he has stepped up to his own level, starting in all 6 of Shakhtar's group stage games and contributing 3 goals and 2 assists. Only 7 players behind in the tournament. It should be noted that the name Mudryk conjures up bad memories for Celtic. In the first meeting between the two teams took place in Warsaw in September 2022, Mudryk equalized for Shakhtar by penetrating the space behind right-back Josip Juranovic to catch a quick pass from Hiorai Sudakov and launched a powerful cross-angle shot. A month later, at Celtic Park, another equalizer was scored by Mudryk, this time a superb individual effort from outside the box, after a Shakhtar counter-attack. This goal from Mudryk also knocked Celtic out of the Champions League. Mudryk flourished even further in the 4-1 win over RB Leipzig, helping Shakhtar open the scoring after coming in from the left and overtaking his defender with a series of dribbles, then scoring himself, ending a quick counter-attack. In that match Mudryk also had another assist with a low pass to striker Lassina Traore. Mudryk's strengths are speed and power as the ice cuts in from the left to unleash left-footed shots with his right foot. The sprints as the team transitions, Mudryk's sharp finishing ability has been shown on the Champions League stage, and that adds to Mudryk's appeal to the teams that are coveting him, including Arsenal. The reason why Chelsea recruited Mudryk. Chelsea's attack still lacks depth. If he goes to London, Mudryk will compete directly with Christian Pulisic on the left wing, when he plays quite similar to the American international, acts as a winger on the edge. However, Mudryk also plays well if playing in the opposite corridor. I feel more comfortable playing in a position where I can give my best against an opponent, he said when asked about his preferred position in an interview with The Times in September. I have more space to move forward and I can create more chances playing in attack. Midfield has more players, but I can also play in midfield. Inspiration. My name is Cristiano Ronaldo because of his belief in himself and his hard work. I like the way Cristiano plays. I see myself the same way, and I'm also a winger. That doesn't mean he will one day feel uncomfortable playing in the center position. I need more time to get used to the new roles, changing my position from a number 11, or a 7 to a number 9, but over time it is possible. Contributing to Chelsea's attack, Mudryk will be a threat from both wings for Premier League teams. He is capable of dribbling as well as finishing, but his quick bursts and speed from defense to attack are what are expected to make the difference for Potter's team. What happens next is still a mystery, but Mudryk is gradually asserting his talent on the European football map. Just a year ago, he was a little-known figure outside of Ukraine, but now Mudryk has a bright future ahead of him.